Hello all my gorgeous makeup freaks, how are you doing today? If you're new here, hi, I'm Stephanie. So today's video is going to be my August favorites because it is now September, or it's going to be September tomorrow, depending on when this video goes up. I usually try to get it up on the 1st, but the 1st is a Tuesday, and I'm really going to try to have a Tag Tuesday video, even though I haven't had one in a while. So this may go up on the 31st. But just bear with me. It's fixing to be September, okay guys? It's fixing to be September. So I wanted to share with you what I've been loving this month. And first I'm going to start talking about Netflix. Now, I have said many times in past videos that I don't watch much TV. That has kind of changed in the past month and a half since I've started working. Well, really, I've been like working almost 3 months, but about a month and a half, when my videos stopped coming as regularly to YouTube, it is because like I would come home from work and just be so tired, not feel like making videos, but wanted to do something, so I would watch Netflix. And while I've always loved Netflix because I don't really like commercials, I don't like that kind of things, I've really gotten into it. Okay, so I was told over and over again that I should watch this show called Sense8. I saw a lot of people talking about it on Twitter, and honestly, like the art that was on the little like thumbnail never really appealed to me. So I was like, well, everybody keeps talking about it, I'll go ahead and watch it. And I fell completely in love. The premise of the show sounds very weird. Like all of a sudden 8 strangers throughout the world, because they're all different backgrounds, different places, start becoming like aware of each other and can in some cases like telepathically communicate with each other and experience each other's lives in some form. Very kind of weird and out there, but it works wonderfully, and they have been signed up to do a 2nd season. I kind of binge watched the 1st season like very quickly. I love that show. It is probably my favorite show right now. I mean, Doctor Who will always be the show. Like, Doctor Who, hands down, the show. But Sense8 is like right up underneath Doctor Who right now. Like, I love Sense8. And, like, it has the blonde guy from Free Fall. If you haven't seen that, it is a German movie. I love that movie. So I'm kind of a little obsessed with him because he's in there. No, I'm obsessed that he's in the show. I'm appreciative that he is in the show, okay, because like he's pretty cute. Anyway, moving on, go watch the show. Let's start with what I've been loving about my hair. Now I will have to say, like, you've seen it in the past few videos that I made back, and that is just because like when I come home from work I generally like throw it back, but normally when I'm at work I do wear it down. And I have been using this Garnier Fructis Surf Hair Texture Paste. Now this I've had forever and ever because my son's hair would like have spiky hair. They've had mohawks before. So you can see like this stuff like is almost used up. You can see that it will be in my empty soon. I've really been enjoying this. Usually like I wash my hair at night, then let it like air dry overnight. And when I get up in the morning I like run this through it to kind of like control like where it's going. I want this part of my hair flipped over so you can see the undercut really good. So that's why I use like a texture paste. But I've been loving that. And let's talk about lipstick. Okay, so what I'm wearing is 2 different lipsticks from the same brand, and they're actually the same color. But one is like regular finish and one is a matte, because the regular finish is just a little bit too shiny and the matte is just a little too matte, but you mix them together and they're absolutely perfect. Now I got this in a swap, which you will see that video probably sometime this week. I'm aiming for Thursday, so you may see that Thursday, but I just had to share this. I've been editing it for a while, so I've had this most of the month, but this is a gorgeous color. And this is from Makeup Revolution. They're both called Liberty. One is Liberty and one is Liberty Matte. So as you can see, that's a little shiny. This one's matte. Mix them together and it's a perfect color. I know it's crazy that I'm mixing the same color together, just different formulas, but I love it. Also on the same vein, and it's probably a very similar color, I've been loving Heroin. I have this like thrown in my purse while I'm at work so I can just throw it on. Perfect purple shade. Y'all know like Heroin is awesome. Okay, back up a little bit. Heroin, the lipstick from MAC is awesome. Okay guys, not the drug. Okay, lipstick. Another MAC lipstick, and this is a limited edition, but I want to talk about it just because I have been loving it, and you may have this in your collection and haven't used it in a while. This is the Lady Gaga lipstick, and it's the Viva Glam Gaga. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous like pale pink color, and what I really love is I've been loving like a dark purple smoky eye. Not all the time do I want to wear like a dark eye with a dark lip. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I just want something like really pale on my lips. I do not think I look good with a nude lip. I think I look good with a light pale lip or a light pale pink lip. So I will put this on with a dark smoky eye look, and I think it looks fantastic. Those are all the lipsticks that I've been loving this month. Moving on to eyebrows, I've really enjoyed this NYX Tame & Frame brow pomade. You know, I had a review on this a while back. This is what I'm wearing today, although it may have faded a little bit since I did my makeup at around 4:30 this morning, and it is now 7:30. So all in all, I think it's lasted very good. And I have the color Espresso. As you can see, hopefully, I have like really been doing a number on this one. And I really, really enjoy this. I like the other NYX, the brow gel. I love that. That's probably my favorite, but I do really enjoy this too. One of the things I have been loving for eyeshadow, I'm wearing it today. It is a MAC Quad, and this is in a Passionate Quest. Now, I think this is also a limited edition, but I also believe they have very similar colors in their permanent line if you want to check that out. It's just some beautiful purples and like a nice really dark purpley berry color. I just think this is going to be such a beautiful, beautiful eye look for fall, just with that beautiful smoky dark purple. I don't think it would be a favorites video, at least one of mine, at least for the past few months, without some ColourPop. Now, I may have had all of these ColourPop colors in another favorite video, I'm not positive, but I've literally been wearing this look tons this month, so I wanted to share it with you. And this is Shark Attack. This is In a Pickle. I usually put In a Pickle down, and let me just show you. Can you see like the wear on In a Pickle? So this is a matte, and I usually put this on as my lid shade. And then I throw on Shark Attack, which is a very similar color, but it is more like a metallic finish. It does give that a different kind of look. So I put this on top, which I don't really like the way this works just by itself, but on top of it In a Pickle, I love it. So I put that on top. And sometimes I add some other colors in the crease, or sometimes I just use this, which is Shop, and you can see the wear on that one. And then that is my look. I will put on a highlight on my brow bone, and I'm good to go. Love that look. I also have been loving the Too Faced Sugar Pop palette. Now, I think I may have had this palette in my list for last month, but I'm still loving it. And I'm loving this orange shade here, which is kind of strange because it's not a color that I would gravitate towards, but I've been using this on my lid, adding this in my crease, and then this in my outer V. I love that look, and it's really, really like summery, so I don't know that I will be wearing it too much longer, but I just thought it was really pretty. And then I may wear like this line here somehow for fall. I think that would be really beautiful, and then probably just like put the palette away until next summer. But I'm really glad I picked this up. Even more so when I first saw the palette, even though it was beautiful, I loved it, and I especially loved like this shade here. Although when I've got the palette and worked with it, that's probably like the least shade that I've used, even though I love that color. It's just like I've kind of fallen in love with this orange color and then the look that I came up with using that. It's just something about it. The mascara that I've used all this month is Benefit's They're Real. I have a sample. This is fixing to go into my empties because it's kind of drying out on me. I actually have another sample. I really do like this mascara. I will have to say that it is the devil to get off. I literally like wash my face and then have to use makeup remover after I've washed my face because I will have like mascara all down here that's not like coming off, and I'll still have mascara on my lashes, but it really makes your lashes look super long and super thick. Probably better than most mascaras that I have ever tried. I really do like this one. What I've been wearing for foundation all this month is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I have it in Light 2. I'm not positive that this is completely my shade. If you've seen my video where I bought this, I had basically the person at the store try to get me like 4 shades darker than this. Like I would have been orange, okay? So I went over and got the closest to that I could figure out. I may be the shade below this, which would be the lightest, or the shade above this. This has quite a bit of pink in it, and it may be a little too pink, but once I get like everything on my face, it works. I think if I had a little bit of the lightest shade and mixed it with this, it may be the perfect shade. But mostly in every brand, I'm the first or the second shade. And lately I've always been, for the past couple years, since I've kind of really tried to stay out of the sun, I'm usually the first shade in any range. But I've really enjoyed this, and the name, I don't know why it's called sheer, because it is not a sheer foundation. It is a full coverage foundation, but it really looks nice on my skin, and I appreciate how it wears. So I have a little sample of Prada candy. I'm not positive how long this has been around. I just decided like one day I was going to use it, and I love the way it smells. It is like a sweet smell, so if you don't like sweet smelling perfume, you may not like it. It's not like cloyingly sweet. It's not like that's all you can smell, but I do really like this, and I'll probably be purchasing a bigger size when I use this up. But I've been keeping this in my purse, which I really like that now samples are coming in like a little spray pump instead of like the things you just take off. I just think it's so much more convenient, and I really appreciate that. Moving on to a food item that I have been loving. I found this recently, and this is from Quaker brand, and it is popped hummus chips. I have the flavor white cheddar and herb, and they are delicious. I actually eat these with, believe it or not, hummus. I'm kind of addicted to hummus, if y'all don't know that. Like, I live off of hummus a lot of times. I love it, and these chips are really good. Last but not least thing that I have been obsessed with this month is my new bag, which looks like this and has skulls all over it. It is like a backpack. Now technically this was a book bag, but it's like a small book bag size, and I got it to use as a purse. I like all the little pockets that it has, so I usually put my lipstick and makeup in this first pocket, like my phone in this pocket, and then, you know, the majority of stuff in this. And it has like a little closure here with a drawstring. It also has a snap, and I'm just really enjoying it. And you can either wear it with one shoulder or wear it with both, and I find that really convenient, especially with Lily, when I kind of need both of my hands to grab her because she's gotten a little wild and tries to run off in the stores, which is a big no. So I need both of my hands to be able to grab her. So it's been really convenient. So I hope you enjoyed my favorites. Let me know what your favorites have been down below, and I will talk to you guys later. Love you.